Just a friendly reminder because I fucks with you.
Yeah, all good, all good, all good. Is my mic on? It don't sound like it. Can you hear me? Oh wait, my bad. I gotta get my Chinese food off the table. Shit.
It's probably because of them loud ass fans out in the hallway.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
Oh, okay.
We all good in America.
America.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right. So, as you can see, we are recording on a Saturday night. We got shit going on tomorrow. I was actually supposed to be in Vegas, tomorrow morning. So we just said, fuck it. We'll just record tonight. This is your first time joining us, like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi So 100, or Comer Walker if you're nasty. I am joined by my co-host. We got the narcissist, Pie God Juan, and Mr. Tone Death, both of the Death Fresh Show.
What it do?
Dog, my allergies have been kicking my ass.
Winter's been kicking your ass.
Like, it is, oh man, like, my eyes keep fucking running. I keep sneezing. I took a bunch of allergy meds today to try to get some sleep. I took like one because I was like, all right, that'll give me enough time to at least try to sleep it off for me to come in here. But it's kind of all bad. So if I sound like I got germs and shit, it's really just
because she do.
I don't, not today. Okay, hold on a second.
One time for the
one time.
Oh my god, my nose is really, really just annoying the fuck out of me. So I want to start off with something that's like, I saw it right before we came in the studio, and I had to have Tone download these pics for the post. I'm glad that I did because they ended up deleting it, but I really, really, really want to know the backstory behind this type of ass whooping. That was not a video. It's actually still shots from different points of the fight. But you can tell, I think that's like the second one where you can just tell like dog was just over it. Like, fuck it. You know, them BET narrations. I bet you wondering how I got here. That's one of those kind of things.
That should be funny as hell.
Right. Hold on. Tom finna pull up the the screenshots for y'all to be able to see the pictures from the fight. Like, dude, what did dog do? This is really what I need to know.
Start here with
Now,
the good slap.
slap my ass. That nigga's upside down, bro. You don't see his head down there by dog feet?
Yo.
How did we get here?
How angry do you gotta make a nigga for him to do you like this?
No, it's the fact that there's two people in the back just looking like, wow.
I feel like the way that car is parked, he pulled up to this kind of ass whooping.
Yeah.
Imagine pulling up on a nigga and this is how they treat you.
All right,
It's
go
two
to the
niggas-
next one, dog. Like, how did you?
Here?
Yeah, this is another, bro. Nah, see, it's just some shit you can't do to me in a fight.
This nigga is about to
Now,
get.
I am, you know,
Power
totally
driven.
against. I am totally against. You know, if you can't fight, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Like pulling up with weapons, wanting to shoot niggas, do all that kind of shit. Like, nah. But I don't know. After this screenshots, if he put a hot one in a nigga, I don't think that I would be like,
Yo,
all right, I
I'm
don't
not
understand.
upset. Like, fam, he got him in. Well,
Like, if you can,
Is
at
he
any
about to
point,
Steiner split? I mean,
for,
Styles clashing?
at any time, if you can zoom in on this particular picture, y'all, like, look at dog face. Like, he just at this point, he like, I don't even know why I let these motherfuckers talk me into this shit.
I feel like before he like left the house to pull up, somebody told him like, "Hey, bro, that's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go. You might want to relax."
That car is
See, I think
definitely
it's the
parked
opposite.
as a
I
pull-up.
think that somebody told this nigga that he had it.
You think they talked him into this?
I do.
Nah. Somebody knew that this nigga with the red drawers had hands.
No, the nigga in the green has been ducking him.
That's what
The
you
nigga
think-
in the
you
green
think you
has
finally
been-
caught him?
Yes. Nigga in the green has been ducking him. He was like, hey, fam, Jerome was at the gas station up the street. And fam was like, say less. He pulled up in the Charger, caught that nigga right where he was.
And proceeded
to
give him
WrestleMania
this nigga.
Proceeded to give this man the skibbity paps. with a little crossroad.
That's wild,
Bro, he put him in a power bomb. Then the second still shot was a gut wrench. For all my wrestling fans who be in the chat, that was definitely a gut wrench suplex.
Oh no, it looked at Jack Knife-ish.
He was finna fucking. It don't matter what it was. He is getting his ass whooped.
He has been ducking this ass whooping all winter.
Bro,
Like this particular shot, though, it really looks like
this is how Chris
two
Rock
bitches fighting over their baby daddy.
This is how Chris Rock should
It's the
deal with
hair.
Smith.
It's the dreads for you.
Yeah,
The fact that he's holding his hair.
like at this point, he looked like he's beating another bitch up about his baby daddy.
He
That's how
might
this
be.
looks.
Look, sexuality is a spectrum.
Oh, you know, I don't
You
care.
didn't even put that on.
I know, and I thought about that the
Yeah,
other day too, and I just downloaded it after watching the new episodes.
Yeah.
After I sent you the video.
But no, I
got it. It's
I,
just,
I
didn't-
saw this
gotta
right
cut it
before I
out.
came in, and I said, dog, I gotta let niggas see this shit because what did he do?
That's how he. Did you see what she just? That's how he was gonna do that, nigga.
What did he do?
So you wonder
For a
why?
motherfucker
So
to
you
drop
wonder
you
how
on
I
your
got
head
here.
multiple times on concrete outside,
Yeah, you deserved it.
I mean,
you
somebody.
did something.
That wasn't
He did. He said something, bro. He did something. Like he came looking for that man. He searched high and low for that man.
That's wild.
Maybe he snitched on him and got him put in jail, and he just got out.
Maybe he keep
you know.
calling his girlfriend phone.
Maybe he keep having his name in his mouth.
Hey man, keep my name out your motherfucking mouth.
That's all you got to do sometimes.
I mean, if he did like this one guy did in the story that I read this week, I could understand. Apparently, a best man stole the bride from the groom after confessing his love for her in his wedding speech.
Somebody Dwayne Wayne them.
Well, he just, oh, what up, bro? He said, "Good one, Tom."
Oh, thank you very much, kind sir.
Says first comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the best man to steal the bride.
Yo, hey,
That was a bar.
Who thinks
That
of
was a
these
bar.
things?
Was that made by Fashion Nova?
Oh my.
You would think so, bro. Because they definitely sent out a text about the slap.
They always be on whatever the latest thing is going on.
Yeah. But apparently, 32-year-old Desiree White divorced her husband to marry her lifelong friend and the best man at her wedding after he confessed his undying love for her about toasting to her nuptials. But it was, how does that work?
Bro,
You don't even
If a
stop the
nigga-
ceremony. They ask you in the wedding. What work? That why you finna rob something?
No, I'm just being comfortable, blood.
Talking about the all black.
Like they ask you in the wedding. They say, if anybody feels any type of way, say that shit now or go about your business. They give you that option. You sit quiet and let these niggas get their shit off. And I now pronounce you whatever. You had all of this time before that.
Maybe
But now all of a sudden at the wedding reception, when
The
you giving a
liquor.
toast,
the liquor kicked in.
you getting your toast, and you like, you know what? I really want to knock that pussy back. What's good?
The liquor
At
kicked
the
in.
reception, bro, after everything is done, you could have stopped them from getting married in the first place. That's what Dwayne did.
True.
He can't, baby, please.
And then she left with him. The liquor got in.
Yo,
Dog
if-
realized
if a nigga make a toast at my wedding,
you gonna end up like the photos.
yes,
That's what I was
I'ma
gonna say.
beat your fucking
That's
That's
what
why I
ass.
said.
that's why I said
if
they-
it was one of those situations,
I can
all
see-
right, maybe
I can-
bro get dropped
I
on
can
his
see a
head. I
nigga
get
getting
it.
jackknifed.
in my suit. I'm gonna beat you up clean as fuck too.
You know you gotta take that tux back.
No,
You
no,
gonna pay that
fuck-
fee?
Nah, yeah. I at that as a man, I have to. Like Tom. If a nigga stand up
Bro
It-
said he
it's
was
supposed-
already smacking that.
He had to be.
and supposed to be toasting you, but now you just out here TYBing.
Then the best man.
It's the
Like
best
it
man.
wasn't even
So that
like
means
a,
he came to
it
you.
wasn't a random college buddy that just showed up or got a
Oh,
an email invite. This nigga stood up in the wedding. stood there and watched all this shit. Was like, damn, I'm gonna
When
fuck
he
her out that
came,
dress right now.
when he came to you and says, "Bro, I want you to be my best man in my wedding," you didn't have the
Bro said he was
unmitigated
smacking it raw
gauze,
too.
the unmitigated gauze, and say, "Hey, bro, I don't think you should marry her." You didn't say nothing.
He ain't even dirty Mac though. He ain't be like, man, I saw that bitch doing this. Like, he just let everything just flow.
Let it played out.
Like it was cool.
I mean, you know,
But
sometimes you gotta confess your love.
well,
Not then.
well, I have the toast here.
You just said you whoop somebody as they do that, but then you say, "Hey, man, sometimes you gotta confess." Shut up, one.
Look, all I'm saying is
Like, he didn't talk to nobody about this, and
you
nobody
know
said,
what-
"Bro, that's
you
not
know
a
what
good
I
idea."
have learned from this weekend.
What have you learned?
This is what I've learned. You can say whatever you want to say. You just have to be prepared for whatever actions come your way after you say what
Who
you
said
want
he
to say.
did it right? He ain't tear that man down to tear her up. No, I didn't say him. I said her, because Tone brought up when he went to ask him to be a best man. I'm like, so at no point did he try to dirty Mac and be like, man, I saw her doing whatever. She ain't no good. Like, you ain't do none of that.
You ain't do nothing.
You
You
You let
literally,
the wedding go through
you-
for you to ruin their
nigga,
moment.
you took him out to see titties before they got married.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen.
Yo.
You gotta remember, he's the best man, so he's responsible for everything for this dude.
Let me tell you something though, because everything that I've seen about weddings, when you were part of the wedding party, you have to foot the bill for that. So me being invited to be bridesmaid, whatever, I gotta buy my dress, my shoe. I gotta do all of this. So you mean to tell me that I went in my pocket and I had to pay for this shit for this wedding, and you finna get divorced because you've been fucking? I'm whooping everybody ass, or somebody's gonna y'all gonna reimburse me for this shit. I don't give a fuck about your happiness, bitch. What about all this shit that I had to spend? I took off work for this shit. I could have used this vacation day to get my own dick, but here I am for this weak ass wedding that you wasn't even gonna stay in because you've been fucking this nigga. People catching these hands, bro, all across the board. All across the board.
You ain't wrong.
Imagine sitting in the crowd though, like you sitting there.
Bro said he was waiting on this moment.
Yeah, just imagine sitting there eating your $30 fucking plate, because you know they charge you for the plate, and
Oh,
then
them
they
plates
ask
be
you,
good, like,
"Did you want chicken or fish?"
and if both be dry.
Right, you sitting there eating this dry ass chicken with them shitty ass vegetables, and you look
And
up.
you in there putting, getting ready to eat your broccoli, and dog get on stage. It's like, I
And
love
then
her.
imagine now, what if it was like a traditional family where
The dad was there.
yeah,
And the dad
he
paid for the
actually
wedding?
paid for the wedding,
Bro,
I'm telling you, and that
he
I'm
is legally
jawing
allowed to go
everybody.
out in the backyard and shoot everybody.
I'm jawing everybody, bro.
You are allowed to shoot people repeatedly, and everybody will help hide the bodies.
Like, you really sat here and made us go through all of this for this wedding day for no reason.
No
Like, if
reason.
y'all, come to realization down the line and shit, like, oh, you know what? After being married, we
Like,
just
y'all didn't even make it through the annulment period.
like, bruh, nope.
So 3:15, she said, "I do." And
422, I'm
I
out.
do not want to be here.
Oh, I want to be with him.
Bro.
So
And
if
then
he
it's
didn't,
like,
so what was going? So if he didn't confess his love, was they just gonna keep fucking behind the scenes?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Wow.
we don't. That's just our assumption. We don't know if they were actually fucking. So from the speech, he
Look,
said,
brother, as much love
from
as
the
he
speech,
had
he
for
said,
her.
I remember the first moment I saw Desiree. I loved her. I fell in love with her. I knew she had to be mine. I thought she was the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. That's your speech to another man. And we thought that Mike Jack was disrespectful, and remember the time rolling up and talking to Eddie Murphy bitch like that. We thought that nigga was out of pocket.
He definitely tap danced on another nigga's marble floors.
Bruh, he came in and taught the staff a TikTok, so he can dance in front of this man to tell him TYB.
Mike was wild disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Bro said he was tapping that. He must have been hitting her with that Kama Sutra.
Because
This nigga said, was these black people or Vikings? I don't know.
Because even when he
Makes
was
it
trying to change the subject, Mike just kept, "Do you remember, girl?
I low-key feel
He
like
went and broke
it
down
wasn't black
moments.
people because
In
it
the
didn't.
park, on the beach." Like, bro,
I
shut
feel like it wasn't black people because there's no reports of a shooting that ensued.
It definitely would have been
Yo,
a
if it
shoot.
was some niggas,
It was
Hennessy
niggas, somebody
got shot.
right.
somebody.
Like, Like, cause if you got enough hen in you to pull that shit at the wedding dog, niggas is getting scraped.
Niggas.
Remember that one video that went viral years ago? Where they was, I don't know if they was at a wedding reception or some kind of ball, they was at something. And remember that one dude, he went and he slid in his dress shoes to grab the chair and flung it across the room. And we kept laughing at how he glid in the shoes.
Bruh.
Everybody
Morris
was dressed up
Chestnut
and had on tuxes
knocked
and
out
vests and
Tay
shit.
Diggs at his own wedding because of something he wrote in a book. You not gonna sit here and tell me.
Bro said he also wrote up in there, don't forget he has some pretty precise choreography.
Pretty fucking precise. Telling you, dog. And turned it to dust.
But I'm saying,
Right. So not only did you stroll in my fucking house uninvited, you did a nice ass spin move and left a mess on my fucking floor.
Bro.
What is wrong with Mike?
And she was ready to go.
Oh, she was definitely wet.
She was, when she seen who it was, she sat up in the chair.
oh yeah, when you sit up and you get to twist
Like you ready.
yeah.
So Mike can see the baby thing.
That
You know-
big purr.
Y'all ever see that clip of Mike when he be in the limo? He be like, "Ooh, titties." Yo, it's top 10 funniest. I'm like,
Because
I
dog, there
didn't
be
know Mike
days
was into
Mike,
titties.
there be days when Mike is a pure nigga, and then there's days where Mike is a fucking kid.
Well, which one was that?
That he definitely was a kid when
Was
he
he a
said that.
nigga or a child?
He was a child when he said "ooh,
I
titties."
feel like it's a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
He's a
See how our
childish
brother
nigga.
is.
Yeah, he was definitely a childish nigga.
That nigga
Like
said,
when
"Ooh,
Monte see
titties."
titties, we see how that nigga get.
Ooh, titties. He's a titty man.
Monte also be out here with his shirt over.
Showing his own titties. I was so upset.
I'm proud of it.
You know, Monte could sing. I can see the vision, but he can't sing, so I don't see the vision.
Auto tune.
Is it? I
So
feel like
you want
everybody's
Monte
doing
to
it
be out
now.
here recording songs like "Sexual Eruption"?
You act like that's not the kind of music he would make.
For sure, that's the type of music. Monte would be yes,
Yes,
for sure.
yes. He would be the next CeeLo Green.
Oh, man, that's bad.
No,
That's
is
funny.
it?
Bro,
Like, is it really?
It's funny.
Because CeeLo was making hits, bruh.
that's terrible.
He definitely would make "Fuck You."
Yo, for sure.
For sure, Monte would make "Fuck You."
You definitely make it fuck you.
So, that clip resurfaced of, remember when the black lady was doing the sign language at the press conference,
Oh, the one where she
Yeah,
was
what-
going
what
but
ham?
she
doing
wasn't
that?
really signing shit. She was just there, just like gang banging and shit. And they figured out that she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
Like, how they don't like check your credentials for the give you this job?
But that's what the chief said. He was like, I just didn't ask enough questions.
I mean, that's all
So
you can say at that
So
point.
she just showed up and offered her services, and they was like, all right, good, you hired.
But what's the likelihood of somebody being there that really needed sign language?
I wonder how much
But because
they
it was televised, I think it was like
That's
a
yeah, I'm saying that's how we found out.
But I like now it's fucked up, but it's something very minor.
Okay.
You know, she lied like
Yeah,
she knew
she would've
sign
lost her
language in
job.
order to get this job.
Yeah.
It is nothing like apparently a pilot lied about his flying experience
Yo,
to secure a job with
this
British
is why I'm
Airways.
not getting on no fucking plane, man.
Bro, he didn't fly. They didn't let him.
I was
They didn't
gonna
let him.
say,
Like
bro,
they got to at least put you in the simulation.
Yeah. So he got caught because he apparently pressed a button that no qualified pilot
Person.
would ever push. But then you have to think, why the fuck is the button even there if no pilot is ever supposed to press it?
I guess it was an emergency button. I don't know, man. If you ever looked at a plane dashboard, it's a lot of wild shit on there.
Exactly. So he was jailed for fraud after admitting he falsified his flying
yo,
experience.
They putting you in jail for lying on your app.
Bro,
Bro.
what if he
Like,
got
that's federal, nigga. You
Dog,
lying
look-
about flying
Bro,
a fucking
what if-
airplane.
okay?
I
What,
understand it.
what if there was an emergency, right? And we need a quick pilot, and they gave Tyrone a quick phone call. So he said, "All right, man, I'll be there in 15." And he rolled up, and he in this plane. Next thing you know, we 35,000, miles in the air, and all of a sudden you come to realize you don't know what the fuck you doing.
I mean,
And you like, bro,
they could have put him on Spirit.
You just want to help wipe out the black population because it's mostly us on Spirit anyway.
First of all, you niggas need to get some money and stop flying
what's
Spirit.
up, D?
Look, bro.
Yeah, but
Stop
I
taking them cheap flights to
if
that's
I-
some wild shit though. Like
If I can
you
get
go
away with
lie
$50,
to get a job as a pilot. So He faked training certificates and falsely claimed to have flown over 1,600 hours as a captain.
I bet you any money somebody in the Facebook group made that
All
fake
right,
document
so
for.
here's the wild part. Like, most people lie about shit that you think ain't nobody ever gonna ask you.
Right.
It's like when niggas, yeah, I fucked old girl, because most niggas ain't finna question who you fucking.
Right. Plus,
Well,
they heard
these days they probably will.
true.
'Cause they be
Now-
dirty macking.
but
it's
niggas
like,
lie all the time.
Niggas lie all the time. But you lie about being a fucking pilot like they would never ask you to fly the plane.
And
I don't.
I guess my
Like,
thing is
that's
this, right?
fucking nuts, bro.
I guess my thing is this, like, it ain't like the nigga was in the bar trying to impress bitches and saying he was a pilot,
Dog
right?
ain't got a real
Like
ass
he's sitting
job.
here, like, popping his little brew and shit,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
yeah,
you-
baby,
I used to fly American.
I'm a pilot. I got this, got my wings and all this little
I do
shit.
helicopters on the weekend.
No, this nigga was really finna try to fly people to destinations and not know what the fuck
What-
he was doing.
How much
Okay.
is he black or is he white?
I'm pretty sure he's white. This is East London though.
How much are they paying for pilots? Is my next question.
Well, he was sentenced to 12 months. After
so he got
pleading
slapped.
guilty,
He got-
after
he got a-
pleading guilty to
got
4
a
counts
fraud
of
slap.
fraud and 2 breaches of the Air Navigation Order of 2016, which regulates safety standards.
That's
Let me
not telling
see.
me how much they paying to be a pilot.
You look it
Well,
up on
everything
Google.
is different, and it probably goes based off fucking
Experience.
experience.
It would make sense.
He probably tried to pick some mediocre shit. Like, all right, if I say I got this much,
Bro said he
experience,
wasn't black for sure.
He's in East London.
if I tell niggas I got about 2 years, they're not gonna ask me to fly nothing, but I'm gonna still get a job.
So between
He thought he was probably
April-
gonna co-pilot
Probably
because most pilots
thought he
they
was
did a
gonna get-
pilot and a co-pilot.
Oh,
So-
wait a minute.
He thought he was gonna get on the job training.
Wait. So apparently, looking further, it said between April 2016 and March 2018, he was employed as a pilot by BA City Flyer, operating out of London City Airport.
So he had 2 years there.
He was with each carrier for a year, because I guess it kind of like they merged into something.
So
let me
he
see.
was really taking off and landing shit.
So officials became suspicious after an incident
Niggas
on
drive
the
without a
ground.
license all the time. B.
It's a difference, bruh.
Yeah, so officials became suspicious on the ground in Switzerland when the pilot pressed a button that no qualified pilot would. And then he was investigated, which took legal action.
I feel like he sat in the cockpit and was like, "Damn, how you start this motherfucker?"
All right.
No, I think he probably
So-
he figured out the basics. Like they said, it was the button. It was one button that got him caught. So that button
Was
is
it like
probably
when Thor was trying to figure out how to turn on the Quinjet?
probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably what it was. I think it was one of them curious, like, hey, what does this button do?
It's just like if we was to get in Wonder Woman's invisible airplane, and then you push the button to make that motherfucker not stealth no more.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think he sat
Nobody
there.
hits that button.
I think what it was he was like, I wonder what this button does, and he pushed it, and it turned something on, it turned it off, and most folks was like, you would already know what that button do if you were qualified.
That's some wild shit to lie about.
Yeah, but he manipulated the log of his flight hours while working for a previous employer, Hangar 8 Management. He also
Hangar 8 sound
falsely
like they
said
didn't give a
he'd
fuck
held
anyway.
He also falsely said that he'd held a private pilot's license since 1998. That's wild, bro.
The shit that I'm gonna start lying about is ridiculous.
I would just take Denzel as the drunk.
Hey, at least he still landed the plane. It just happened to be on the water.
And he
So he was still good at his job.
Because like I still haven't seen that movie, but I know that's basically the gist of it. Like nigga was drunk.
Yeah, he just happened to be drunk that day.
But that is some crazy shit for you to just wake up like, bro, I want to fly a plane today. Fuck it. Here.
And he did it for 2 years.
Like you just go on Microsoft Word and shit and get you a nice little laminated certificate.
He was definitely at the crib drinking a brew, scrolling Indeed.
Somebody told him, hey man, this hangar hire.
That nigga said, this is a nice day to be a pilot.
I'm gonna go ahead and work on
Let
it.
me fill out this job app.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's crazy because I feel like every nigga knows somebody who can scam anything.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's in one of these Facebook groups.
My mom just asked me the other day. She was like,
the whole
"How
East
do
London.
be cashing checks that ain't theirs?" Like people be getting like they
'Cause you-
tax checks and everything. I said because they know people that know people, nigga, just
Right.
like niggas knew me.
Right, when you know somebody that knows somebody, bro, it's not too much you can't accomplish.
Dog, you know how many accounts we close at my job because there's a fake check in there?
There is a reason why they have the dark web.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know how to get to
Bro.
it, but I know it exists.
Bro, there was this little dude because his granny called us and he had an account. Now she opened the account for him and she called us and asked about these Cash App transactions that was in his checking account. So Lil Dog was on the other end of these Cash App scams where he was getting the money deposited into his account. Fam had like $60K in his checking account from all these Cash App scams. When I tell you, dog, I bullshit you not. Granny was about to whoop this nigga's ass while still on the phone.
Because he was a Ponzi schemer?
Yes.
I mean, can they get that money back?
Nah.
It's all their money?
She closed. She immediately wanted to go transfer to the fraud department to get the account closed down because she said her grandson is stealing.
How old is he?
He's still in high school. You can hear a little dog in the back, just
Grandma would have never seen that fucking money. She never knew it existed.
Grandma opened the account for him. That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm like, because as fast as that shit would have came in, it'd have been going out.
So, all right.
Because Grandma was getting the notifications.
Grandma need to mind her fucking business. I'm up 60 racks. Why you in my business, Grandma?
Because Grandma was a Christian woman
I
who
don't give
believed.
I don't give a fuck about your
and
beliefs.
she didn't want her
I
grandson.
don't care about
in
your
jail.
beliefs if I'm up 60 bands.
She didn't want her grandson in jail.
Give a fuck about your
You
beliefs.
shutting this shit down.
I'm up 60 racks. You want to talk about morals?
Got the account closed.
You said what?
Should be
I'm up 60 racks. You want to talk about your morals and
look.
fuck,
That's his.
fuck that shit.
First of all, that's his fault for not cutting off the. That's his fault for not cutting off notifications.
Okay.
Also
So-
true.
So he deserved it.
Now, since we have people that obviously wanted to fly planes enough that they would fucking lie about it, like, have y'all ever felt like y'all wanted like a dream job? Or did you start out thinking that you would go into one thing and now you're doing something that, well, I know you probably don't feel that way, but like,
No, he did. Remember, he used to want to be a rapper.
Yeah.
like that was like your dream job, or was it just something that
No.
you felt like, well,
What it was
I'm
was
pretty nice at this, I'll do it.
I always wanted to be a football player.
Okay.
But then it's like you start playing football, then you realize like you only see what you see on like the NFL, like what you see on TV.
Right.
You don't realize how much work it takes for you to get to this level.
And you not gonna do the
I
work.
was like, like you want me to go to class every day?
And you still
like-
gotta go to the gym.
Like you want me to go to class every day? Like I wasn't a fan of school. Like it's the school part. Like the hard work and being like on the field and all that training shit. That's what comes easy if you really enjoy what you do. It's the I gotta go to school. I don't really fuck with school like that. So it was that shit.
Yeah.
And then I discovered I was kind of nice with the rap shit, but I didn't go anywhere.
What about you, Luggett?
You know what? Believe it or not, I actually thought I was gonna be a doctor at one point in time. Then I thought I was gonna be an accountant, and then I realized I hated both of that shit. Cause I was what
Now,
13 credits away
I
from
was
my
just gonna
accounting
say,
degree.
like, didn't you steal like 13 credits away from something?
now,
Just didn't want it.
even though you
You
said like
still don't want it.
Mm-mm.
you
don't
were
even wanna
going to,
graduate?
now was that like, would you consider either of those like dream jobs?
Well, being the fact, like, of course, being a doctor, like that growing up, that was like the best job you could fucking have.
Tone wanted to be.
You
Bill
just want.
Cosby.
I was just gonna say you was just going for the Huxtable shit.
I might have been, fam. I'm not gonna lie to
You
you.
wanted to be Heathcliff like a motherfucker.
Hey, nigga, that was
You're
everybody's
not
dad.
wrong.
That was
You're not
everybody's
wrong.
dad at the time, bro. You want to live up to your father's expectations and shit. Let's keep it a buck. But the accounting shit, because I was really good at numbers and I'm really liked at manipulating the money system.
I thought I could be a wrestler too at one point. in time.
Everybody, I definitely wanted to be a wrestler.
You know.
Even to this day, Teresa mad at me because she wanted to be a valet.
Now, I didn't want, like, it wasn't my dream job, but I did used to want to, because that's all we grew, like, that's what we did. Like, that's what we grew up on, like, wrestling and shit, just
I
watching
think
all
every
that shit.
true fan wanted
But I
to be
knew
a
I was like,
wrestler.
bro, I can't deal with the heights.
You could have been a technical mat wrestler.
If I didn't have the thing with heights, I probably would have really, 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 really went for it.
You could have been Natty. Natty stays on the mat.
But at one point, I used to want to own like my own like chain of hotels.
Hotels.
That was like middle school, you know, throughout those years because like my mom has always been in hospitality, and like I looked up to my mom a lot growing up. So I'm like, damn, I want to be able to manage, my own hotel, start my own hotel chains, and do that kind of thing. But I think that wasn't really considered my dream job. It was more just out of the admiration and respect that I had for my mom.
Right.
I asked that because there's a guy that did an interview and he writes porn scripts for a living.
What the fuck is there to write?
I was just gonna say like
unless he's doing one of them big epic stories where they just mimicking an actual real thing. What fucking script is there in the porn?
And if
naturally he says that it's created tension in his family, but that's his most enjoyable job.
But
I mean,
if he's writing the dialogue for this, low key, as much as I enjoy porn got shitty dialogue. I think that's why most people watch porn muted. Because the talking in porn, like before we start,
we talked like 30 seconds in my last scene, and it was like, bro, just pull your dick out.
Right, it was pointless as fuck, wasn't it?
Because I did like it was I did a DoorDash scene, like he pull up with my food, DoorDash and shit. I invite him in for to give him a tip, but then I didn't have no cash in my wallet, so then I had to offer him something else, and then
so this is extra corny.
Yeah. But but white people like that shit though.
That's usually
how it was. They didn't like it. It's corny.
Yeah,
it's very corny.
Yeah,
that's why
I'm just like, ooh, dick, and but
he didn't even.
They want you to act, They want you to be like,
can't even take the glasses off.
Sick of your shit.
This bitch
is out of control.
No, but his mom was apparently like raised by very strict Catholic nuns.
Definitely can see a problem.
So she doesn't appreciate that shit at all.
Does it pay his bills?
Well, he said he initially
I feel like a good porn script
accepted
pay some
the
bills.
job because of the financial necessity.
Right.
Like he needed the money, but now he like really, really enjoys it. But he also says, because this is a white guy, he also says that he works for a company that was created by and for people of color to move away from offensive storylines.
Yeah, old school porn storylines was racist as fuck.
So you work for black people to move away from racism. The gist of it.
I mean,
you don't have to keep writing these.
How you write porn
you don't have to write these Mandingo storylines and shit like that.
As a white guy, how do you write porn dialogue for black people?
Well, so, he said his mother always encouraged him to follow whatever career path made him happy until that job went against, her religious values, of course. But he says that he started writing the scripts for adult entertainment, for the money. And though his career appeared wealthy on paper, it wasn't really, you can't really guarantee, your paychecks, like whether they go to accept your shit and, shit like that. Kind of like, see how Peter Parker, he went through his shit. Like sometimes they be fucking with him, and then other times they're like, man, it's garbage. Get this trash out of here. I ain't paying you for it. But he said that he had already authored a sex column. So he figured that the transition from advertising to, fabricating these storylines wouldn't be that difficult. So he scheduled a Zoom meeting and they went over, exactly what they were looking for. And after a year, that shit been cracking. It's one of his most consistent gigs. Let me see if he'll talk about how. Oh, my nose is really just. This is so annoying, y'all. Woo. His mom calls it the porn. Like Tone refers to them as the gays. Wrestling, let them some Pitbull, don't they?
They are now the community.
Yeah, Pitbull. Yeah, this dude will always have a job as long as Vince is in charge.
Yeah.
They're gonna need him for a soundtrack or something.
Are now the community.
The community, yeah, we're PC now. They're community.
Now, well, he doesn't go into detail about the types of storylines that he writes, because I was curious about that myself. Like when he said to move away from like, the offensive storylines, it's like, okay, so
Ghetto gaggers.
right.
Yo, that casting couch is fucking filthy.
Except for the HD one.
That was terrible.
You
Terrible,
watch
terrible,
high
terrible.
definition.
No, it's one that's called Casting Couch HD. Dog is actually pretty nice with them.
Hey, I want to do a PSA. Stop inboxing random people that you have deals on drugs.
Dog, bruh, these niggas want to get arrested this day and age.
They have to.
They rallying to get arrested.
Like, I was really just chilling, minding my business, and then all of a sudden I get 24 3.5. I'm blessing for real.
He's selling some shit.
It's just a principle,
That
bro.
shit terrible. Terrible.
I feel bad for the person who says, bet, meet me here. Because you ain't got no real friends if you accepting drugs from a nigga who randomly popped up in your inbox.
I don't buy drugs from nobody that I don't know.
You're not
Why?
supposed to.
Are you offering random people on your friends list drugs? You have no idea who I am.
Big facts.
Not at all.
You don't know who I'm connected to.
Big facts.
Not
You
at
don't
all.
know if I am a cop. You don't know anything.
You could be married to a cop.
You figure if you was a cop, you wouldn't take him to jail for a 3-5.
It's just the point that you were out here
Just fucking up the game.
randomly.
Yeah.
First of all,
inboxing
even though he's
people.
selling the 3.5, he's probably not rolling around with just a 3.5.
That's fine.
Because I guarantee you, after he serves Mimi, he's probably going to park across the street and dive in a few more inboxes so he can know where his next destination is going to
That's
be.
not how you sell drugs.
It's not, Doc. It's not.
Like
I mean,
hate
and
the
it
niggas
just
at the
be-
gas station.
And just because he was plugging on that could have just been his little advertising thing. He'd be like, all right, well, I'm plugging this, but that don't mean that's all I got.
Right. So you pull up to a
He
house.
might have pills. He might have a whole bunch of shit. Because what if I be like, well, no, I don't smoke, but what else you got?
Now you sitting in lockup
Because you want to inbox random people
because you don't know how to
to buy your
properly.
drugs.
You don't know how to properly deal
I
drugs.
hate when people at the gas station do it.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Like I'm in here buying 68 bags of chips because I'm fat.
Man, you could
You
also.
saw me buy 68 bags of chips.
Man, it's both. You
You're
high
right.
and fat.
Right, because you
Don't
bought
act- don't
68.
act like that,
No,
bro.
No,
Don't
because
act
you
like
bought
that, bro.
68 bags at a gas station
But-
instead of going to Pick and
But
Save and buying
no,
6
no.
big bags.
What I'm saying is, you don't know that, like, when you see me approach the counter, you just see these chips and these snacks. You don't know that I'm a smoker until you see if I'm buying cigars or not. But if I'm not buying cigars, it's still not for you to be like, hey, bro, I got this loud. This shit smoking. Like, nah, bro.
They
that's
do
not-
that naturally, though.
That's not how you sell drugs.
That's how they all do it.
I hate them kind of niggas. Like,
Niggas
bro,
don't stand in the corner no more.
I'm not buying that shit, bro. I don't know you.
Look, bro, we live in the world of dispensaries now, bro. Niggas don't know how to sell drugs no more.
I do not know these niggas.
That shit is wild.
I had to tell my cousin, like, look, bro, don't be in my inbox with that shit. Here's my phone number. Text me, call me. We can discuss that then.
Especially because you can't trust the meta.
You just all in the inbox. Like, yeah, bro, I got the 3.5.
Right.
I'm like,
I got this gas.
nah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was smoking. I just don't
do it this way.
Don't do
That
it this
shit
way.
wild.
Here's my phone number. Whatever you got some new flavors, just text me.
So,
What?
what just happened?
But we still
my
alive.
bad.
So.
I
think
saw
the buttons may
something
have come
that
disconnected.
was like very, very, very disturbing on Facebook.
Did you tell them scram?
I didn't even answer.
You
I
just
didn't
really
even open it.
scram.
I didn't
Bro,
open it,
sometimes you gotta tell niggas to scram.
Well, because I was like, at the time that I got
Fuck
the
out of
message,
here.
at
You
the
gotta
time that I
go.
got the message, I was going back and forth. Ooh, I'm tired.
We all are.
Allergy bills, man. It's like they wore off, but not all the way. But it don't matter because when I go home, I'm finna chug like half the bottle and go to sleep until Monday.
I feel you.
But it really, really blew me because I'm like, I didn't know if I felt like being petty or not. I'm like, do I want to send this nigga like a picture of a MPD badge or like change my profile picture to like back to blue or some shit? And then I'm like, yeah, so what you got? Like, I was really just tempted to fuck with him and make him think that he fucked up. Because why are you randomly inboxing people to purchase drugs from you out of nowhere? It wasn't like I made, but like, hey man, I need y'all to hook me up. This nigga just randomly hit me out of nowhere. Like, yeah, I'm plugging on this bag. Get the fuck out of my inbox. Oh, that was next year.
I mean, what are you gonna say? You gonna sell you some weed that you can't roll? Like, niggas do anything.
That is true.
Again, that's been the theme of this fucking last couple of weeks.
Niggas
just doing whatever the fuck they feel
fucking
like.
stupid.
Look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
No,
when
you
feel like doing it.
No, you don't, bro. Niggas just been out of control.
Sometimes
especially these light skinned niggas.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Light skinned niggas been jumping off cliffs.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I know too.
I absolutely know. So Beta's not Bay resurfaced.
When did he ever leave?
He been gone for that was 2 months ago. I ain't seen dog.
You ain't seen him.
He hiding in the shadows.
Well,
like
he would pop up every now and then to remind me that he hate my guts type shit.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like he ain't gone.
He
just changed his communication.
Text me and be cool. Like, you need anything? You good? All right, let me know. Be all cool. And then 3 hours later, I hate you, bitch. Like, the fuck I do?
Yeah, bro, he be hiding in the shadows in a brown trench coat like dude off Unsolved Mysteries.
Dog is creepy as hell telling them stories
on Unsolved Mysteries.
So I got obviously it was email. I got an email. And
I feel like you can't talk spicy to me if your only means of contact is email.
It was
I don't even check my email.
That's both they.
Well, the funny part is like me getting contacted. It was basically to let me know, like, bitch, I hate you. That ain't what he said. But it's one of the things where it's like,
that's what you felt.
Bitch, I hate you. But if we would have been out wherever we was at and a nigga disrespected you, like I'd have offended your bald head ass, like Will did Jada. But
can we be done with them too after this week?
But can your co-stars defend you like that and blah blah blah? Like, bro, why do you keep?
I'd have text back like my co-stars carry pistols. Now what you got?
Like,
so they shooting niggas out here. What you do? You just gonna fight? Because they gonna body a nigga.
Wrestle. Oh no, he got one. He had to replace it because I told her, I said that is why niggas break in people's cars. They break in their cars because they're looking for heat, especially when you outside of a bar because they know that you ain't supposed to take that motherfucker in. So he had to replace his. So he got one.
I've heard that what niggas are doing to get around that is they sit their heat on their tire.
So like
they sit it on the driver's side tire.
Okay.
So if niggas is looking for the heat, you're not gonna fuck up my car to try to steal my gun. But if I need to get to the heat, I ain't got to do all this, rattling through my car. I know exactly what it is. So niggas actually are starting to put their heat on their tire.
Yeah. But it was cool. It was cool. Everything was cool. We argued for like 3-4 hours somehow. I ain't had shit to do.
Via email?
Via email, bro.
Y'all weird. Y'all weird, man.
Dog,
it's no different than text. Nigga.
Hey, do y'all argue on Gmail?
Gmail.
The Samsung Mail?
It's
Yahoo?
Well, he writes from his iCloud account, but it's through Gmail.
So dog is actually writing you on the default mail app. Hey, shit in there, but just y'all conversation.
That's not default though. If he got an iPhone.
No, you can. There's a default app. You can log into your Gmail, but you're still using that app.
Okay. Yeah, but
talk about the actual email.
The actual email app.
No, because I'm
Should
like,
that say mail,
right?
Yo, he a sick nigga.
No, I'm saying because like on my iPad,
the mail app,
iPad, like when I clicked a little bit, like everything that is like my iCloud mail is when I push that.
The mail app. Yeah.
I have Outlook installed on everything I own, so I never miss Cummer's Candy Closet emails because that runs through Outlook. But yeah, then all of a sudden, after I'm like, look, I said, nigga, if you really hate me that much, blah, 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 like, I can stay out of your way. I was just chilling. I wasn't even bothering you. Well, good. Best thing you said all night, yada, yada, yada. Then he come back. Let's keep going. I'm like, nigga, you just said you hated me and wanted me to leave you alone. But then after all of that was like, the door open, but don't touch me. Like, bro.
What?
He horny. He hate her, but he knows that she can get the job done.
And your psychotic ass went too, didn't you?
Yep, grab the bag like la 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 la.
All right, so listen, right?
She went on a fucking door to explore.
Listen, right?
Do horror. Do horror.
I had
Hey,
that.
dog, how you on that one?
Horror, the Explorer.
So here's the
Swipe
thing.
it out,
right?
swipe it, swipe it out, swipe it.
Can you
So-
say map?
Where's the dick?
I was actually
Yo, I'm a sick nigga. Yo, how do I not get paid for the comedy stylist of fucking wine?
Cause you lazy, bruh.
How do I not get paid for these jokes, bro? I'm too
Cause you
cold.
lazy.
but he not the narcissist.
He lazy. I never said it. You never.
No,
said,
I'm saying-
he's admitted on the DFS. He's narcissist.
Yo,
Oh, so you admitted there, but I hear you, bitch ass nigga.
first of all, what I'm spitting is straight facts though. I need to know how am I not get paid for these jokes.
Nigga, we don't
You-
get paid for nothing over here.
You lazy, fam. That's why.
That's because Tone's still skimming off the top.
You could have been done hit an improv by now.
No, I'm not ready to. I'm podcast funny. I'm not.
You might be stage funny.
I'm not.
That's
staying.
right.
So I ended up going right.
No, we know.
Shut
You-
the fuck
That
up.
was a given.
You was definitely going.
Your listeners knew that a long time
No,
ago.
But
Your whole ass was going. All right.
So the crazy part is now I have been trying to date somebody. He don't do what he's supposed to do. And y'all know if you're not doing what you're supposed to do,
You go fuck other niggas instead of making it work.
No, you gonna
No.
fuck that nigga.
You're toxic.
no.
She
that's-
fucked
Why do
that
people want to
nigga.
be around you?
No. That's not what I was finna say. I was finna say that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then my interest in you is gonna go. Like
True.
you have to be consistent
That's
with me.
everybody though.
Y'all know that I get really like I'm flighty. Okay, it's a personality trait. If you are not keeping my attention is gonna go some fucking where else. And if me and you are not in an actual relationship for me to be committed to you, I'm not obligated to work shit out with you.
Oh, you be like, ooh, squirrel. And
Yes,
I
I'm.
feel
I, and
Yeah,
I tell
because over,
everybody.
you can get nuts over there. That's the problem.
Look, I tell everybody that
yo, we is on it.
But I tell everybody that I am like a gigantic kid that's like, ooh, shiny. That's me.
We all
I
I
am
think
very
that's what the
easily
do-do-do
distracted. So if you were
The
not
buttons on the
doing
way.
something to keep my attention, like I'm a
I
cat.
said something. I think I said it got uncut.
I'm a cat. You gotta have a laser pointer, okay, to keep me engaged. If not, I'm over here pouncing on something else. It's just how it goes. So the crazy part about it was
They come back.
this was Sunday night / Monday morning. Now I had just wrapped up the DoorDash
Sunday
scene.
night heat to Monday raw.
Bro. Yeah, because I had just wrapped up the DoorDash scene. So
It was Monday Night Raw.
no, that wasn't. But
Alright.
I'm going back and forth now. I'm in my hotel, but I'm like, if I tell bro that I'm in the hotel, it's gonna cause a whole fight because it's gonna be like, oh, you was doing content, you was this, but talk to your I didn't feel like dealing with that shit, which I ended up dealing with for a couple hours anyway.
You couldn't have just been like getting away from your house. You know you live with 75 people.
Right. So I ended up now checkout is not until 11. Regular checkout. I always get a late checkout. So instead of staying there until noon, 12:30, whatever, bro, I checked out of my hotel at like 6:30 in the morning. Fuck Doubletree downtown, by the way. And this is why.
And this is why.
Now, I stay in Hilton hotels often. Usually, I like the Embassy because I like Embassy having a breakfast buffet in the morning. I can get a fresh ready-made omelet, or they got bacon, sausage, pancakes, breakfast potatoes, all this shit laid out, fresh fruit, and get unlimited juice. You got your muffins, you got your bagels, you got you got all your shit, right?
How can I show up just for the buffet?
Just do it because that's what somebody else I know do to somebody at a hotel. They act like they stayed overnight, like they just because motherfuckers don't know. They don't know every single person that checked in or who's there. So he said before work he would walk into a hotel and just go to breakfast.
He not wrong if that's what they serving.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was that one, but he would. He said that he would just walk into. Oh, so he's there.
Oh, you finna whoop ass.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is he's gonna come there.
Well, see, and I was thinking that they were showing him because he be having his own little show and shit. I thought that's what that was.
He got his Nike boots on.
Okay.
With the jorts.
Wait, he finna fight?
Yeah, him and Kevin Owens finna get into a scuffle.
Oh, you hoes! Why y'all didn't tell me that? Y'all got me recording. So then, we only got a couple minutes left anyway. I know, but y'all know I missed him.
But we knew he was gonna be.
Oh, but no, like I said, it's always replayable.
Yeah, we would have started like we were going to.
But yeah, that's and there are so many times where I've been tempted to do that, like, bro, because it ain't like you have to have like no kind of ticket. You don't got to show them a room key or nothing. You just come down off the elevator, go make you a fucking plate, sit down, and do what you got to do. So if there was ever a time where a motherfucker was like, bro, I'm hungry. Only thing is, it's like early, like during the week, breakfast is like from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh, no. Niggas don't be up there.
Right. And then on the weekends, it's like 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So it's not like a very extended,
Right. It's kind of like it's kind of like McDonald's breakfast.
Right. But if you, like I said, if you already got to go to work and you are near one, to just walk in and be like, all right, but not every Hilton hotel has like a buffet like that though. Some is just the continental breakfast where you get your little muffins, your little fucking oatmeal packet and shit and go back to your room.
Oatmeal packet. You don't get no sugar. Do you get a bowl? Your hotel's definitely giving out the strawberry Quaker oats.
No. It'll be strawberry, bro. You might get some maple and brown sugar, possibly.
I'll fuck with maple and brown sugar.
Yeah, and I got extra brown sugar.
Actually, when
I keep brown sugar because I make marinades.
The last pack of fucking oatmeal that's always in the box because it's the most of it is peaches and cream. They give you so many packs of fucking peaches and cream. Peaches and cream is terrible, man. Who fuck eats this shit?
I do. I like all of the creams.
Actual peach juice from once or twice. Shit's fire.
I hate peaches and cream. Oh, man.
I love all the creams.
You're a sick person.
So, yeah, but I'm at breakfast, right? Because by me being like a frequent,
a freak.
Shut up. I get so much money in like food and beverage credit per day that I stay. So at Doubletree downtown, I had a $15 food and beverage credit, right? So I go to the place where they told me breakfast was. Now, their breakfast buffet was very limited, okay? They not doing, fresh made omelets and all that shit. You literally have bacon, sausage links, the thinnest pancakes I've ever. I'm like, bro, these is crepes. These ain't no fucking pancakes. Somebody was skimping back there.
Did they have crispy
and eggs? Breakfast potatoes? Okay. Oh, and then like the little eggs in the bag and shit. Because I just saw the video, like hotel eggs. In a bag. I just saw a video of hotel eggs. They cut open a bag and just like dump them in the thing and like scramble them or something. It's weird, but and then obviously your muffins and shit. It's more like a continental breakfast setup than anything.
I mean, it could be worse. I seen what they feed niggas in jail.
So I was in the feds, nigga. We ate good.
Well, whatever this.
We actually had brunch on Sundays, like French toast and all kind of shit on Sundays, bro.
I saw a TikTok and apparently jail and MPS got the same food plan.
Yeah.
Have you watched the most
it
current
depends.
episode
We
of
had
Atlanta?
our moments, like because when the very first night I was in there.
The new episode.
Okay, never mind that.
The very first night that I was in there and we had dinner and shit, like we had I had a big ass chicken breast and all kind of little shit. So it depends. But so I go in, what's the first thing y'all know I went towards? The fucking bacon. So I grab me a tongue full of bacon.
A tongue.
Yeah. Like 2 or 3. So I'm not really a sausage link person. I like patties. Sausage links.
We know you don't like sausage links. You talk about it all the time.
Whatever. And some breakfast potatoes. I go sit down. I didn't even grab my juice yet. I go sit down and I start digging. All of a sudden, the little waitress lady come over, and I'm thinking that she's coming over to ask me like if I want some water or something, if I'm all good, how everything tasting.
She wanted to know why the fuck you was here.
No, she put down that little black folding wallet thing that your bill goes in, and I'm like, the fuck is this? I'm thinking she got the wrong table, so I look down, and it is a receipt printed for almost $17 with the tax. Mind you, I only have bacon, some potatoes, and 2 sausage links. I haven't even got nothing to drink yet. And y'all telling me that I have to pay $17 for breakfast. Now, they don't tell you. Like, there's no posted signs up there that tells you, hey, breakfast buffet, $15.99, yada, yada, yada. Like, they don't tell you that. I know that they serve regular breakfast because of the menu that they have up in the room where they tell you, like, if you want corned beef hash or, all of that little kind of shit. But they made it seem like it was just a complimentary breakfast. So just imagine if I didn't have a $15 food and beverage credit and I had to pay out of pocket for that shit. I'd have been pissed.
Definitely been pissed.
$17?
Yes, because I wasn't told.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm used to staying in Hilton hotels and I never have to pay for breakfast at a Hilton hotel ever. So that's why I said specifically fuck Doubletree downtown. Because I've never had to pay for a breakfast ever.
Fuck Doubletree downtown.
Doubletree the same thing?
Yeah, Hilton is they own Doubletree. It's
Hilton is like the umbrella company.
Well, I guess at Doubletree, you motherfuckers gotta pay for breakfast.
I was like, you motherfuckers.
Hilton.
You paying for the second tree.
At Embassy, you get a whole breakfast. You get a buffet for free. Everybody else, even if it's not a full buffet, is still like continental shit. But or you can go up there and just keep, refilling like little bacon, eggs, whatever you get. That fucked me up because I'm like, these little bastards, they ain't saying shit.
I want to go to a breakfast buffet.
I want Shoney's back, but I'm scared that it's probably
eggs.
ruined by now because I'm an adult.
Yo, they got Shoney's down south.
Yeah.
We definitely seen one.
Yeah, we the ones that's losing here.
On the drive to Atlanta. I think we was in Tennessee when we saw one.
Yeah,
I wish you would have said something instead of us stopping off at that Waffle House.
This better not be in the background of my TV show. I'll tell you that.
TV show? It's a podcast.
Technically, it's a TV show right now.
Yeah, I mean our mics. It's
this bitch
usually
That's
dropped out.
That's how I feel. I am on TV.
All right, what are we talking about?
Myself.
I don't know. There's plenty of shit in the group. I figured that's what we was covering.
Yeah. But she'd be concerned about her time.
Nigga, we
know what the last thing. We know what the last thing is gonna be because that's the most time consuming.
Yeah.
I definitely want to address this Black China shit though, because that was the funniest shit ever.
She the greatest weekend parent ever.
I feel
she
like
ain't even a weekend parent, dog. She only got him on Sunday.
I feel like
it's bitches all around the world. Like, plug.
Maybe she posted that and thought it was gonna be to just like close friends or something. But somebody said she said that shit like that all the time, and they just got tired of it. I haven't seen it. I don't know, but for her to really be like, "Yeah, no support, flex. I'm a mama," and they like, nigga, why would I pay you child support? And I got my kid Monday through Saturday. Then the other nigga was like, shit, I got mine Tuesday through Saturday. Then the other nigga was like, hey, how the fuck you paid $3,000 left? Give me the plug. Because he paid $40,000 and Rob only paid $37,000.
Hey, them 3 bands make a difference.
No, but she was all, I had to give up 3 of my cars. And, just blah, 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 blah.
I'm still trying to figure out what Black China does for a living.
Suck dick terribly.
Not terribly, obviously, if she's,
No, you didn't see that video? She had some her.
It was dry. I've always wondered about like dry hair. Like, why don't you have any spit?
Is that like that's like cottonmouth head?
You might as well go ahead and quit what you're doing.
Like, if it's not like freshly smoked weed, because I've gotten, the tacky mouth after hitting the blunt. I don't know what it is. Like, is it the smoke that dries it out or what?
I have no idea what gives you cottonmouth.
It's the smoke.
I never thought to look it up.
No, I'm talking about specifically like with smoking weed, because that's the only time it really happens to me.
Sure.
Any other time, I feel like I got too much goddamn spit in my mouth, especially when I have fucking braces. But that shit, smoking weed, that made my mouth dry even with braces. That shit was ridiculous.
Instantly.
I was like, oh my God. Like if I tried to lick a stamp, that motherfucker wouldn't move.
Try chewing some gum. That's the worst decision.
I was trying to chew dick. I couldn't chew gum at the same time.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
This
Why is that
bitch
over there?
I always
bro?
want to talk about sucking dick.
This bitch.
Always ruining our fucking evening.
But I don't
This
how
bitch.
It's crazy as hell.
the fuck I ruin y'all evening? I didn't even do nothing. But that shit is wild because we give deadbeat dads, a hard time.
So much slack.
Like, you see shit about them all the time.
You want to talk about deadbeat mamas?
Not enough. Because they definitely exist.
I don't know too many.
I don't either.
They usually shut
But
the fuck up. That's why.
I don't either.
Right. Enjoy your peace, queen.
But I do know that there are a lot of I have at least 4 or 5 single dads on my feed, and all they do is bitch about women. Like, I really hope they baby mamas go get their fucking kids and give them niggas a break so that they can go do something other than complain about bitches on Facebook, because that's literally all the fuck they do. That's all they do.
Why though?
That's it. Nothing else.
Oh,
And once I saw, like, okay,
did
they're
you
single.
momentarily die for a second? Or?
Yeah, I turn away.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, they single dads. I get it. They hate all bitches because they
They're
like,
single dads.
yeah, So they looking at it like, well, any bitch that can leave her kid, like all women are trash. Like I get why they so fucking bitter now.
Can we just comment and be like, so you mad she got you before you got her?
I
Or is that wrong? Can I not say that? You know what?
feel
know
like
what,
that's
bro?
I feel like that's the case sometimes.
You know what, bro? Kudos to you, because you are equal opportunities when it comes to throwing these shots at niggas. You don't give a fuck if it's a woman or a man.
Dog.
These darts are gonna be thrown.
You know what though? It's crazy. Like doing the podcast twice. I see how I end up in Facebook jail sometimes.
Only sometimes.
I get it. Some shit you're not supposed to say out loud.
Only sometimes. That's why I save my bullshit for the pod now. Cause see, they can't hear this. Somebody would have to report this.
Yeah, they don't flag the audio.
Yeah, they would.
Only thing
have
they
to
look for
report
is,
me in
hey,
order
do you
for
own this
shit to get
song?
me suspended. They not go just suspend me off of something like they would if they had that little scanner shit to be able to see. Oh, well, she said the word faggot. Blocker.
Faggot.
I can say faggot, faggot, faggot right here, and I'd be fine. There's shit like I'm mixing the record. Faggot, 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 and I'm good.
I'm
Type that shit out. Oh, nigga, I'm gone.
You can't even get the FA out.
Man, I don't even want to post on Facebook now that I'm back. I just want to leave it alone.
Are we finna get a match for real?
He looked like he's pissed off. But yeah, I really, really, really need bitches to not be making these niggas more bitter than they already are.
Yeah.
We got enough problems.
Niggas come from broken homes, bro. They got daddy issues.
Yeah, you late today. I'm assuming that's probably Shannon.
Niggas really be having daddy issues.
Yeah.
They have daddy issues and they don't love their mama. Or maybe their mama didn't love them.
Or their mama kept yelling at the fact that they look like they daddy.
Yeah, I mean, we only been on for an hour.
Is it Shannon?
I feel like it is. Yep. You see, yes, it's me.
me. You know what? You got to come do the show with us one day. You still be late though.
Shannon, does she live in Milwaukee?
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I really
You know,
appreciate it.
Mimi's international, so
That's true.
he
I know, man. We had niggas from the Netherlands checking in. Like, oh shit.
and he was actually talking.
The
Right.
Netherlands. The Netherlands.
That sounds like another
man,
name for the gooch.
We're here every week. Yep.
Yo, if a nigga whisper in a chick ear and say, lick my nether regions.
Nether region.
Like,
Like, who
what's
the fuck calls them the nether region?
You just said that sound like another word.
No,
for-
but I'm
another
no
name
in
for
general
good.
though. Like, who came up with the
Shut-
word nether regions?
Shut up, bro. Just
So
please.
I was having a conversation with
Nope.
a young lady and she was talking about.
And she kept talking to you because whatever you gonna say is wild as fuck.
And she was talking about Gucci's and shit.
Who do you be talking to?
And it like I was high, and it just hit me. I was like, you know what's funny? At one point in time, Gucci Mane has yelled on the track, "Hey yo, it's Big Gucci," and it took me the fuck out. Like I cried, like I laughed that hard.
So at one of the hotels that I stay at, one of the managers, because they have the hotel managers have business cards on the desk. One of them last name is Gooch. And I'm like, I could never be one of the subordinates. But I would like every day. I'm childish. Can you clock out for me? That'd be me.
I wouldn't even call him by. I would call him, "Hey yo, Mr. Tank."
Like, I don't even think I would put. I just be like, "Hey, Gooch." Like, I don't even feel like. But that everyday Dooch dude, I thought his was Gooch at first.
Why did niggas do?
I thought his name was Gooch.
Y'all leave my nigga alone.
Dude, cool.
No, but I thought that y'all was. I don't know why I thought his name was Gooch. So I used to always giggle and laugh and shit. And then when I saw that he popped up as a person I may know, I said, "Oh, it's not a G." That's how I figured it out.
I just had that same epiphany with my manager.
Yeah, that's how I figured it out.
This whole time I thought his name was Owen, but it's not. It's like Owed.
See.
O-L Wed. And this whole time I be calling him Mike Owen.
Yep, I did not.
Maybe Mike Owen
that.
just sound cooler.
Mike Owen sound like a white name.
Oh no, he definitely white. He bald as fuck too.
Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm not really into current music. That's not my thing. I am like heavy on old school music and like R&B and hip hop from like back in the day. So late 2000s into now, that's not really my bag. So I never really had, I wasn't fortunate enough to really listen to Young Dolph's music while he was alive. But there was a TikTok with the white dude. Now that song I knew. But there was a TikTok with a white dude where he was like, when the groom says, no rap or hip hop at the wedding or whatever, but you requested from the DJ anyway. And he requested a Young Dolph song, Major. Now, I didn't know the song. And I was like, bro, this white boy is like hitting all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt bad for the culture. I felt terrible. Like this white nigga's like, he's really into it. And he getting that shit on all the little parts. So I'm like, all right, you know what? So I went on my Pandora and I did Young Dolph Station. And that nigga didn't like everything that they put. I'm like, damn, like he was really dope. Like I liked his shit.
Dude.
But then there was a song that was playing while me and Juan was on the way to the studio. Juan, which song was that? Do you remember? Play with your bitch. Play with your bitch.
Why that sound like something you would
And
say?
as amazing, and talented as he was, like this song, like bro, he was so disrespectful. And I am never a person that wishes death on anybody for words, but I can understand why niggas were upset. I'll just leave it at that. It wasn't like Tupac level, like nigga, fuck you and your kids. I make sure, like it wasn't that bad, but it got to a point where like the end of the song, like bro wasn't even rapping no more. That nigga was just fucking with like, and you was beefing with a dyke, you pussy ass nigga. Like he was just going to fuck up. I was like, God damn.
Oh my.
I was like, woo.
What do you call them? Cocaine faggots?
Yes.
Wow.
Cocaine music faggots or something like that. He was like CMF, cocaine music faggots. He was just going to fuck off. I was like, wow. He was like, fuck your big head ass. I was like, God damn. So then I knew it was then he kept calling him Ho Gotti. So I'm like,
Yep, we know you talking about.
It's only so much disrespect you can take.
It was some real animosity there. Now I don't know what they said about them, but I felt like it took me back to Straight Outta Compton.
Because you motherfucking name Ice Cube.
Now,
gang,
yeah. Remember how Ren was looking when they played No Vaseline in that scene?
Everybody but Yellow Boy was pissed.
Yes.
Everybody.
And Yellow Boy was crying like he was like, but yeah,
Dog, the Jew,
I hate that
that
he
Jew
came
dude
to
was
such
gone.
a tragic end. You never want to see that from nobody. And now what I did know about him was, he was a person that did give back a lot. But just listening to that shit, I was like, I can understand why niggas was like, bro, we gotta get him the fuck out of here. Like, this nigga disrespected us this entire time, nonstop.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I could take being called a faggot before I have to come and see you.
Yeah. But my fucking allergies is killing me.
That's what's wrong with the world, though. Niggas don't fight no more.
All they do is this.
Like,
Say him and Nip were real ones.
Sometimes niggas need to be beat the
Yeah, and
fuck
that's
up.
dope because it's like when it goes like when artists go beyond the music, like and actually like really fuck with their community and like give back to people and shit like that is just so fucking amazing to me, man. And it's fucked up because those are the ones that don't survive.
Beyond the music.
Yeah, I mean,
starring Juan.
Tony. Just because Nino gave turkeys out didn't mean he still wasn't a fucked up human being.
Oh, he was definitely a fucked up human being.
He made niggas move out of their apartment so he could sell dope out the project.
He TYB.
What the fuck, dude? Said I seen a hype fight so cold I stopped and watched.
You were probably watching that fight we showed earlier.
I wish because I need the there was no video. It was only the still shots and I don't know why I get a kick out of still shots, but that shit was hilarious to me because in that second one where Dog was upside down, like right next to the building, you could just tell Dog was just over it. Like the fuck I even come out here for? Like he knew he fucked up. Speaking of fights, baby mamas. All right. Now, there was a story on Facebook. I ended up getting who said these hypes ain't playing about they cut. Now, there was a story. She did like a series of TikToks, and she was saying how she was throwing a birthday party for her 3-year-old. Now,
sounds pretty normal so far,
right? And she's saying how excited she was about the party, like cashing out, whatever. So I was talking to the baby father. Only thing that she didn't want was his people. Hold up.
Bless you.
Thank you. So we go ahead and play the video so that you can get the backstory of what happened before we sound off on that.
Yeah, I don't think I watched
it. Sounds pretty normal so far. Shut up.
Oh my God.
It did.
Like, I can't even believe this actually happened. Like, this really happened to me and my baby. I'm fucking shook. I'm shook. All right, so let's get into it. So my son, TJ, just turned 3. He turned 3 March 13th, but his birthday is March 11th. So the week before his birthday, I booked his party at this big-ass play park, had a big-ass bounce house, like, like the tubes and shit. It was big as fuck. So I invite like 14 of my friends and family or whatever, because the party package that I originally got was for 10 kids. So me and my son's dad, we weren't on talking terms, like, because he's wishy-washy to me. So I had him blocked for the longest until like the day before the party. So the night before the party, he texted me like, so I'm not invited? I'm like, I never said you wasn't invited. He's like, everybody else was invited but me. I'm like, all you had to do was ask for the address because I honestly just expected you to be there. So I sent him the address. That was my biggest mistake. I just didn't know it yet. So I sent it to him and he's like, I want to bring the kids. And I'm like, okay, how many? He starts naming the kids' names and he's like, I'll pay for da-da-da. I said, no, it's a party package. Like, I'll upgrade if need be. He's like, all right, so we good then. But I already don't get along with his family. So I said, just you and the kids. Don't bring nobody else. Don't send the address out. He goes, what do you mean? I'm not going to send the address out. I was just going to bring the kids. Nobody else wanted to go anyways. I'm like, all right, shit. No issues. And then he was like, well, why is your family going to be there? Why can't my family be there? Like they isn't invited. They is. Sir, your family's messy as shit. and they don't like me. So I'm not gonna fake kick it with no people who don't fucking like me. Like literally just for one day, and they're not gonna be in his life the rest of the 364. You know what I'm saying? So we get into this big ass argument, and I was like, listen. If you feel like your family not being there is a huge deal to you, then you can have your own party. We can just do separate parties. It's not that big of a deal. And he was like, I will do my separate party. Like, all right, motherfucker.
Like
this all happened the night before the party. So the next morning, I got a text from one of my cousins saying she's watching some other kids. Can they come? I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know what? Let me just go up to the place and upgrade the party anyways, just in case, because there's going to be more kids coming. It brings it up to like almost 15 kids. So I meet with the manager at 11:30 in the morning, just like to go over the party details, where we'll be at, and basically upgrading the party. I got to do part 2. All right, part 2. So I upgraded the party and I ended up paying $425 total. I'm excited. Everything's getting together. Like, this is probably the most put together party that I've ever put together for my son because, baby, I'm late all the time. So I leave the place around like 11:40-ish, right? So I'm getting the stuff together at the party. I'm like, everybody, I'm excited. I'm excited to see y'all. Da-da-da. So around 3:45, I go to get to my kids from daycare, and I meet my cousin at the party location with my baby cousins and their friends. And I had ordered pizza ahead of time. Like, everything was going perfectly. So we get to the area, like the party area, ain't shit set up. So I'm like, there's supposed to be tablecloths on all 4 of these tables, and the chairs are on top of the table. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, I had a party today. Like, I'm wondering why the tablecloths are on the table and the chairs is not set up. Like, what's going on? He was like, I was just told from my manager that you cancel the party and that you would want to reschedule for a different day. I'm like, I did what? I said, no, the hell I didn't. I was just here. Like, I literally just upgraded at 11:30. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, hold on, let me go get my manager. Let me go talk to her real quick. Like, the whole time in my head, I'm like, bro, I know these people did not do this to my kid. I know they didn't do this to my kid. Dude comes back like, yeah, I'm so sorry for that. He's like, we'll set up everything.
Now what happened was, we got the last bit because it in total was like a full 8 minutes, and I'm not gonna make y'all watch the whole thing.
Nah, because part of it is unnecessary anyway.
Yeah, it's mostly just her over explaining. So basically, what happened is she plans a party for her 3-year-old. Now she shows the text message exchange between her and her child's father, telling him, "Hey, I don't mind." The extra kids. You don't have to pay for the extra kids. I'll pay. It's a party thing. Like, she is showing no bias whatsoever towards him bringing these extra kids. It's the messy ass adults on his side of the family that she doesn't want to deal with. So because he's in his chest, he does a typical bitch move, and he goes and makes it seem like to his other baby mama, like she doesn't want her kids at the party. So the other baby mama takes it upon herself to call the location where she has booked her son's party to cancel it. Now, I've said that
beat that hoe the fuck up.
A fight was tagged later.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, niggas run around doing things and don't think nothing gonna happen.
But one of the videos we have is of the girl actually admitting that she did it. Like, yeah, I canceled it. Well, I tried to, and if you don't fuck with my kids and blah 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 blah. Like, first of all, I don't give a fuck what issue you have with them adults. Like,
horrible.
That is a child. And then the girl had the receipts. Like, she had the conversation between her and their baby daddy to show, like, she never said that the kids couldn't come.
Right. She said she wasn't fucking with the adults.
Right. She's like, no, you don't have to pay for them. Like, I got it. It's a party thing. I'll just upgrade the package to more kids if I need to. Right. So she was smooth about it. She was cool. But because he was feeling some type of way, he went back and made it seem like her kids weren't invited to the birthday party. So for you to do this and then allow this bitch to attempt to cancel your son's birthday party because you in your chest, she should have whooped his ass too.
Wait, so the other baby mama received hands?
There was a video. I don't that was somebody posted it on the other baby mama's page, the one that tried to cancel it.
Right.
She made a status, and niggas is petty and they investigate. So once they found out who the girl was, and they like got to going through her shit, so somebody posted the video of the ass whooping in her comments on an unrelated post.
God, the internet is terrible.
And she was getting, thrown around outside and caught the fisticuffs. But that's some real fucked up shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what you have going on. You really go sit here and try to cancel this fucking child's birthday party because you feel some type of way?
Because niggas is terrible people.
I really feel like she should have put the fucking pause on both of them. Dog, I would have dogged them both. And when I first saw the story, like that's what I shared as my caption. Like, dog, I would have A-Town stumped all over her shit. And then somebody commented and I was like, oh, she got her. And she was like, hold on, I'm gonna tag you. So she tagged me in the comments under the video that she posted.
The footage. I would like to see it.
I don't have, like I said, it was in the comments. See, when I send posts to Tone for him to be able to, he downloads it directly from the post. Right. I don't know how to find, for him to be able to get into the search through all them fucking comments for the video.
Right. And you got to hope that the post is still up.
Yeah, because they posted under the baby mama shit. If she gets salty at any time, she can always just delete it.
Yeah.
What you salty for, man? Stop doing shit. See, that's what's wrong with people. Like, you do shit, then you be like, damn.
And that
didn't go in my favor.
Bruh, her head big as a I'm like, she has to be upset because she's the ugly baby mama.
She definitely is the ugly baby mama.
She, inside and out, she's the ugly baby mama. Now, somebody in the comments said that her lashes bother them as much as they bothering her. But as far as just, I don't know how I would have fully handled that situation, honestly. I know I would have. I don't know. I've gotten to a point where I try to handle things a lot better, but in that situation, I think I really would have just
gotta give her the skibbity paps.
I'd have had to beat the dog shit out of her, with no remorse, whatsoever.
You definitely hand out the skibbity paps.
Will Smith wouldn't have had shit on me. That slap was nothing.
Will Smith need his ass slapped too.
I just want the story to go away. It don't make no sense anymore.
It's never gonna go away.
It'll go away. My thing is more so it's not the fact that Will did it. It's niggas' viewpoint.
Because that's why I wanted to go away. A lot of niggas' viewpoints don't make no damn sense.
A lot of niggas' viewpoints are based on the fact that they really hate Jada. And the reasoning why they hate Jada kills me because they always paint it like, oh, well, cheater and infidelity and well, she just out here taking dick and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, do you not realize that they was both doing shit? At the time that this came out, it was old to them. It was new to us. And it was only new to us because August got in his chest and put it out there. Right. That was it. That shit had happened for them almost 5 years ago. Them niggas had been through therapy and everything to get over that shit.
He probably whooped August's ass already.
So that was something that was new to us. They hadn't already started their path to healing and probably was making jokes about it and shit by the time we found out. Then all of a sudden when August puts it out here, they go and they address it publicly. So people looking at it like, man, and she just, and embarrassing him and telling him on Red Table Talk how she would ever no, that's not how she told him. They already knew. They've said several times they don't do secrets in their relation. They talk about everything. So that was something that was known to him. And Jada even said on that show, and I think that's another thing, most of the people that are commenting on it didn't even watch that episode to know what was actually said. So they are taking that, like we said before, niggas, they take shit out of context. They go take that one little viral clip. Or it's just a lot of people, they didn't understand them little reading prompts. I say all the time, we need those back for adults. when they used to have those little reading passages, and then it was the multiple choice questions to make sure that you could comprehend what you just read. Like, why did Billy go to the store? Then you got 4 questions that you got to figure out. Like, damn, was it because his mom needed milk? Did the nigga want candy, or was he just bored that day? You got to piece together the sentence and make sure that the little paragraph to make sure you understand the sentences. We need those for adults because you niggas are stupid and terrible. So I can call you stupid here because I ain't got to worry about being suspended. But it's really like people are picking and choosing. Like, motherfuckers just don't like Jada, so they felt like she shouldn't have been defended. That's his wife. Y'all defend raggedy motherfuckers all the time.
Yeah,
like,
because y'all definitely be defending y'all baby mamas who y'all should definitely get rid of a long time ago.
These motherfuckers defend pedophiles like R. Kelly, bro. Just because his music is good. They defend they lousy ass homeboys that's deadbeats and women beaters and shit. And they relatives that's in the streets when they do foul shit, talking about fucking free Lil John John. You motherfuckers, y'all threaten to fight other people's kids for ribbing your kid on the school bus. And these are children.
Hey, man, you better tell your kid it's funny up.
Right. Like, maybe, y'all are the same
maybe
people.
You not funny if your kid not funny.
When it comes to, look, Rehab one time to come home.
Actually funny.
Rehab one time to come home crying because a boy was fucking with her on the bus. I didn't get mad. I didn't yell at her. I said, look. I said, don't let none of these little dusty ass kids ever get you in your feels like that. Because he said something about, your mama, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I said, you think I give a fuck about what these little raggedy mouth ass kids? I said, don't let that shit bother you. I said, just picture if they're talking about me, just act like they're talking about your daddy. You don't care.
And it'll work too.
But after that, I'm like, you don't have to worry about getting in trouble for defending yourself. But after that, it's like, she around us all the time. When she start ribbing niggas back, they start leaving her the fuck alone. But I didn't feel like I had to go check nobody and running up on no fucking school bus. You leave my fucking daughter alone. But this is the type of shit that people do when they are protecting their loved ones. Even against words. Like, these kids ain't whoop your kid ass on the bus. Your kid ain't come home with no black eye or no bloody fucking lip. They just got ribbed on the bus and came home crying. And now you want to go take your grown ass and go fight a kid on the school bus.
Now, what happened if you get on this bus and this 12-year-old run your shit?
I feel like
because you ain't had no business on this fucking bus fucking with this little kid.
And now you got to whoop ass and press charges.
And going
and honestly, I feel like some of them deserve it. Because they automatically feel like shit is sweet. And they so used to running their mouth for doing little shit. And I don't know if you motherfuckers have seen 12-year-olds these days, but
they big as me.
Yes.
They big as a bitch.
We just talked about the young man that passed away on the ride. He was 14. He was 6'5" and over 300 pounds already.
And you get on the bus, think you gonna check him, he gonna run your shit.
You better hope he's a gentle giant.
Right. Because if I'm my size at 15 and you get on the bus because I'm fucking with your kid, I'm gonna run your shit and I'm gonna run your kid shit every fucking day. Because you brought your mama on this bus or you brought your daddy on this bus, I'm gonna run your shit every day. I'm gonna read
and then
you,
it's like at that
I'm gonna fight you.
And at that point, you can't even be like, I'm gonna go tell my mama. I already slapped that bitch. So what?
Right. I'd have put hands
Where your
on
granny at? Bring that bitch in here too.
Right. I'm gonna beat up your whole fucking family at this point.
At that point in time, you cannot stop that child. That child ain't gonna listen to nobody.
Right. Like, damn,
you just made the situation worse.
Shit is, people gonna have their point of view. Like, I've heard niggas well, y'all ain't never defended nobody in your family. Shut the fuck up.
No, you actually helped get a restraining order against me.
You said what?
Damn.
You helped get a restraining order against me because you inboxed that nigga back then. I didn't even realize it, but he made it seem like I sent you to him, and that got me in trouble in court. And I'm like, first of all, I'm the main person in this family that you have to worry about because I'm the one whose screws has never been in. I like to laugh, okay? I'm like to joke. I like to laugh because I don't like to do dumb shit. Laughing helps me keep the edge off because when the edge is on, shit happens. But yeah, because you went off and told that nigga to run you motherfucking fade in the messages, he thought that I sent you to threaten him when I didn't even know you did it.
But see, like,
because that's never the type of person you are until you have to defend family.
right.
You're always cool until it has something to do with family. If anything happened, whether it's me or Shantae, you ready to, whether it's Dre, Joel, whoever, you like, I will bust dog motherfucking head. Other than that, you don't be caring.
And it's like, I wasn't mad that he defended his wife because, you know, who are we to tell people what's not offensive to them because it's not offensive to us?
And that's the problem. So many of people
It
are
was
saying that she shouldn't have been
it was
defended
just
because
like,
it's her.
it's just like the level of celebrity that you are. It's certain ways you got to handle things. Now, if he would have walked on stage and, you know, whispered to Chris Rock like, "Hey, bro, won't like that shit. You got to chill out." And then if I go sit back down and you make another joke, now when I get back up, I'm gonna put my hands on you because I've already told you, chill out.
Maybe he did that before the show.
And this is the thing that I think people don't really realize. You can understand something without necessarily condoning it. Do I feel like he should have just got up and slapped the shit out of dog on national TV? No. But I'm not going to act like I don't understand
why he did it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, could it have been handled better? Absolutely. I tell my girls all the time because we know that there was a point just a few years ago. Word set me off. I went and hunted the bitch down and beat the fuck out of her outside of her job. Why? Because she was talking shit on Facebook. Because there was a point where running your mouth to me got your ass beat.
Facebook will get you beat the fuck up.
Right. But now I'm not at that point in life no more. Like, I'm not just gonna come and just lump your shit because you said something. Like, now you say some shit, I'm gonna laugh at you. And when I laugh at you, it's gonna make you even more mad. Like, look at the whole situation that went down with me and Rich. That nigga was up the fuck set. Oh, bitch, and your kids, this and this and this. And everybody else was getting mad. I'm like, why is y'all even letting that bother y'all?
I know he'd have stepped foot in this city talking that rah-rah shit. I was gonna beat that nigga out that tight ass sweater.
But that was the thing. Like, even Marv, and we know Marv is cool. Even Marv says, and he was like, "Oh, send that nigga my way." I'm like, it ain't even no need for, like, you a guy. He not go get tough with you. Like, I'm not worried about it, so y'all don't worry about it. Let me do me. I'm still gonna crack these motherfucking jokes, and it is what it is. But I'm also like on the side of it where I know I talk shit a lot. I know I joke a lot. I don't do anything that I'm not prepared for consequences of. Somebody might not like my jokes and they might feel some type of way. If they feel like they want to step to me about it, they are more than happy to. Just like Lexi thought she was gonna do.
It's not gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what? That reminds me. I don't know if it was on early Facebook or Twitter, where a chick was fucking with a girl, and the girl gave her the address. So she thought she was gonna go over by this girl's house
and beat her up
and got mollywopped from pillar to post, whooped her ass outside, brung her. No, real talk.
You been watching Gorilla Monster. Pillar to post. That's
like,
so old school.
No, because she whooped her ass outside. She brung her in the house, whooped her ass in the house. Because I remember
was that the spot that they didn't have? It was like it was no furniture.
Right, it was no furniture. And the camera, the
like,
phone was on the floor, so you see the girl getting stumped out from the camera on the floor.
She showed up in Ugg boots, and the other bitch had on Tim.
Right.
Yeah, you deserve your ass whooped. Why would you show up to a fight in Ugg boots?
Because bitches are stupid.
Yeah, because it was there was no furniture in the living room, and I'm like, I don't know if that bitch moved it out the way because she
knew she was coming.
Like, if she made it, because what they always say, we gonna move some furniture around this motherfucker. I feel like
that's what they meant.
There.
I like this camera.
Oh, the high top down.
Cleaned her right up though.
Dog, it was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
I remember that's what reminds me of this. Like, they just show up thinking they bad and get whooped.
Everybody wants
like the white girl who got hit with the shovel.
But like, everybody wants to look at this from the serious standpoint. Oh, defending. Let's look at this from a comical standpoint.
That's all we do.
What is Will Smith gonna do if Chris Rock kind of telegraphed that slap, dip and roll, and drop your goofy ass right here on the stage? What is Will Smith gonna do now? You went up there with the intentions of checking a nigga for your wife, and now he done laid your stupid ass out.
maybe him playing Ali made him feel like he ain't had to worry about it.
Maybe he actually,
Because I just like,
because he did get taught how to box.
or you slap this man and you turned your back on him and fix your suit like you cool. What if Chris Rock was like, you know what? I saw UFC last night and put your ass in a chokehold.
That's
But
what
he
Tony
didn't.
was talking.
I'm just saying,
And
like,
he made it all the way to his seat after popping his lapels and shit, and then
'Cause-
crossed his legs on him.
Because we all,
Bro, you slapped me and then cross your legs like it's
I'm
nothing.
jumping off the stage, bro.
because Chris thinks like I got shit to lose.
See, right? That's what I'm
and
Yeah,
that-
saying.
he
and-
did. He lost feeling in the side of his cheek.
He said, I got shit to lose.
Bro,
like you can
like-
slap me and I can put this in my comedy show and make a killing. Meanwhile, Tony's across
No,
town.
Tony gonna whoop Will ass when
Tony
he
Tony
catch-
across town like nigga, it's on site.
It's
Oh,
up for Will.
On site.
Hey, and it's so funny because we got the video clip. If you aren't familiar with Tony Rock, Chris Rock's brother's response to the slap.
Yo, I really feel like and he said he's like, I ain't got shit to lose. If Tony catch Will, he might fight that nigga. Or attempt to.
He gonna lay him out. He already got it set. God damn it. I gotta figure out a way to make this a little bit more streamlined.
Yeah, because you go through a lot. But you know, you smart, you figure it out.
Nah, just give it a while. StreamYard will fix it for me.
When you sent me the clip and I heard Tupac, I knew he was so
we on pop for the
bullshit.
rest of the year. Oh, we on pop for the rest of the year. Let's set some ground rules right now, y'all. Let's set some ground rules. If I say anything tonight, anybody got a fucking problem with? You got one motherfucking option what you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because if you think you're gonna walk up on this stage, this ain't the motherfucking Oscars. And if you walk your ass up here, you ain't nominated for shit with these motherfucking hands. Oh, we on pop the rest of the year, nigga. Every time you see me do a show, pop. I ain't want to start the show like that. You want to hit my motherfucking brother? Because your bitch gave you a side eye? Oh, it's a lot of Rock Brothers. Y'all ain't know it's a lot of Rock Brothers. It's 10 of us, motherfucker. You about to see all the Rock Brothers. You gonna be like, I ain't even know that nigga was a Rock Brother. That nigga a Rock Brother? That's a Rock Brother? I ain't gonna start the show like that, but I just wanna let y'all know that shit ain't gonna ride. That shit ain't gonna ride, nigga. I don't got a lot of shit to lose, nigga. So more gonna have me on the tour regardless. Y'all might never see me on TV again, but now with that said, Riley, how y'all doing?
With that said, Riley, how y'all doing?
Now, obviously, you know, you get upset. You feel like you got to defend family, right? But the comments, I'm not gonna lie, the comments had me cracking up. They said that's probably like the funniest shit that nigga has said.
Yeah, that might have been. Yeah, Tony Rock not really all that funny.
Yeah, when Dog was like, "You ain't gonna be nominated for shit with these hands," I'm not gonna lie, I laughed kind of hard on that part
That sounds
when
like
I
something
first
you
saw
would
it.
say.
Huh?
When
That
you,
sounds like something you'll say.
when you look at the history of most families
'Cause
in Hollywood, the other brothers always not that funny.
Because I feel like it was like, you know, it was giving him
Sean.
state vibes. Like, keep campaigning for this ass when we can go get elected.
Right. Now, in context of this situation, let Will got on stage and slapped Eddie like that. God rest his soul. Charlie Murphy would have been on Will Smith's ass. He not go play no motherfucking games with
No, hold on. Now
fucking
let's
with
let's
the Gemini
not,
man.
let's not be funny. First of all, Eddie definitely would have did something, but Charlie definitely would have before the show was done.
Yo, he's gonna
Hey,
beat
hey,
Will
hey,
up
hey,
in his
can I-
seat.
Can I talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to you for a minute?
He done whoop Will ass in his seat.
Charlie would definitely
Now, and I don't think people like.
And it makes it extra funny because Charlie was the ones like when you smack a man back, they gotta die.
Fact.
And that's what was so funny to me because I kept thinking
Wrong.
about that particular scene where it was like, you don't slap another grown man. Like, why do you think they had to do? Like, somebody had to die to that. Somebody had to go.
I challenge you to a
Wrong.
duel.
But I think Chris Rock was like, I think he was like in a lot of shock because the nigga was just like, wow, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke.
Now,
I think the
again,
alopecia shit only came up because they needed a reason for why.
I think that
I think it's more to it. I
think Will was probably like, yeah, I remember every time you get on this stage, you come for me and my wife, nigga. So now, skibbity paps.
I think
it was a skibbity pap.
Because he fucked with him before, like when they was boycotting the Oscars.
Yeah,
he was talking about him then, and he was like, Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I'm not invited. Like, he was throwing shots then.
I mean, but technically that's not a shot. If you ask me, what the fuck has Jada been in that would nominate you for a fucking Oscar?
But
bitch,
she
you
was doing
ain't
it on
invited.
behalf of her husband and shit though, and they was just sending them motherfuckers a shady period.
You ain't invited, motherfucker. What, nigga? This is 2022. We not nominating Set It Off, bitch. You ain't gonna sit down somewhere, man.
You know what? What has Jada did that ain't been bad recently?
Girls Trip.
Girls Trip was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh, and she was in Bad Moms. That I didn't know until I Wikipedia'd it.
I don't remember Bad Mom. Was it
I
the
don't
first one or
either.
the second one?
Ain't that the one with
Mila Kunis?
Yeah, that's why I didn't. She couldn't have had a big role in that because it was more about Mila Kunis and other white girl. Yeah. Not saying that she didn't probably do.
I think the second one was more like a Christmas theme one.
All I'm saying is, but you know, like after the situation, I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, we podcasters. What happened if a motherfucker in the city don't like some shit we said? Y'all gonna run up on a nigga?
Well, that's like y'all have a very, 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 very ridiculous habit of attacking people in the comments on my show. And when my guy came, the one that made my wig, and y'all was fucking with his profile picture, and he was like, "Hey, tell him I whooped their asses too on the board."
Oh, that was direct, bro. I'm 6'2". 3 is not gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
He ain't a small nigga either.
Oh, I'll give a fuck. It ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
But he called me the next day. He was like, dude, I'm like, they do that to everybody. I'm like, they dicks. I said, every person that comment, I said, if you got a profile picture up,
we gave him this pic though.
Right.
No, he didn't know that at first. He thought that y'all was just trying to bully him at first.
No, he didn't understand. He don't understand our humor.
That was his first time tuning into the show, so he didn't understand.
He tuned in to see the wig and to check out the show.
He understood by the end of it.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, he was like, I came in, he was like, and I'm just like, dang, like Fran looked pretty with her wig on, and I was just excited to see you had it on. And he was like, they hop right on my ass. I said, no, I'm like, bro, they do that. Anybody that come
comments, bro.
I'm like, I said, I got a white homeboy. Whenever he come in there, I said, they always fucking with him too. I said, wait,
who's the white guy?
Max.
We do.
We fuck with Max though.
Right.
Hey, but where you been though?
It's a rite of passage, man. When you hop
on the show,
we gonna fuck with you.
He knows now, but like I said, a lot of people, they don't catch me live, so they don't know.
Oh,
so he was scrolling, he just so happened he saw I had the wig on, so he hurried up and jumped.
Right, he came to the show because he wanted to check the wig out and hear the review about it.
He get it now, but he like, man, I thought this nigga, he was like just fucking with me for no reason. I'm like, no, I said, bro, they do that to everybody.
That's what we do, fam. If we don't fuck with you, we don't like you.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
See, there's a difference. Like when y'all are fucking with people, y'all are just, it's a humor thing. It's like, it's like a comedy thing. And Maul is just a dick.
Now, if he whoop his ass,
now
I understand.
When he would come in and like signing her, he's like, man, get this thirsty ass nigga off the set. Like he would do shit like that.
Hey,
that's completely different than y'all fucking with somebody for having a vest on and having the Bobby Valentino shit going.
Yeah, see, he gonna see this and think that we.
No.
I didn't call you Bobby V, bro.
I'm just saying the difference. But that's different. That's been one of my best friends since middle school.
Get to know him.
But I just feel like with this whole situation, like people are they picking and choosing, and they're not using like a lot of logic.
They never do.
Because like I said, for a lot of niggas are scorned as fuck about. They have been scorned as fuck about Jada. Like that was they bitch. Ever since this came, that happened. What 2020?
Yeah.
What happened in 2020?
With the whole August thing coming out, not when it
Yeah,
happened.
June 2020.
Yeah,
I literally was just looking up her filmograph and scrolled right past that.
but niggas is scorned and bitter about it. Like they weren't like if you watched Red Table Talk, they were very clear. Will said himself, he said, I was done with your ass. I was done. And she was like, yeah, you kicked me to the curb. Like, we didn't know if we was gonna make it back from that. So they acknowledged at that point that they were separated. Will was off of her. And they both decided that they needed to go, well, you do what makes you happy. I got to find what make me happy. And then, we'll figure shit out. But as of right now, this shit is just, we're not vibing right now. Me and this motherfucker, we're not vibing right now.
Bad Boys reference.
Yeah, see, I knew you would get it.
I was more with that situation. It was more like, well, okay, cool. We doing what we doing. We have this open situation, but you don't hear none of my hoes out here talking about, yeah, Will was the best night of my life and I love him and we got to make it work. Right. You got this motherfucker singing songs and just blowing up the whole fucking spot right now.
Well, then maybe Will should have laid dick better.
She has also said that.
Well, so is it Will not laying good dick or like
no? I'm not
Jada
talking
just
about
got that wow.
No, I'm not talking about on Jada. I'm just talking about like maybe he should have laid dick down a little bit better to make a bitch feel like she had to think about it.
Or
maybe Will know how to keep his bitches in check.
I was like, or his bitches know they place.
Yeah, Will like, hey, my hoes is in Cabo and don't speak no English. I'm mad that I had to get on the fucking red. Did you see what the fit he was wearing?
Yeah,
he looked like he just
that was fresh off the plane fit.
No, he said he was like, nah, I gotta sit here, feel like I'm with my wife at the press conference. Like, yeah, I love my baby. That's blah 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 blah. But and then he was like, well, I gotta get you. But she was like, you already got me back. Like, and she gave him like that little like nigga. That's how we got here kind of look. But Will has admitted, and he said like when they asked him, and he was like, the perception that Jada is the only one who's had an outside sexual relationship is false. But once the public get a hold of something,
they tell the story they want.
Like it's damn near impossible to wrestle that idea from them. So everybody is mad at Jada, feeling like Jada is the only one that did some shit when Will has admitted he's done shit.
Court of public opinion.
I also think Will just. You know how you just let shit go for so long?
Yeah.
I think that corny ass joke was the straw that broke like 15, 20 years of just Will Smith, as dope as he is as an actor and the shit he's done, people have always looked at Will Smith as that's the corny nigga.
Yeah,
no matter how
raps.
great Will is, he's the cornball nigga in the room.
You
don't cuss in your raps. You do all this corny shit. Like, you're the cornball.
You get jiggy with it.
Right. I blame that on Nas wrote that song. So Nas got a little corny in his bag too for writing that shit. That check was probably
right. It was like that, but that check
was huge.
As much as niggas say Will Smith is corny, Will Smith can do shit. None of these niggas. Like most niggas, Will can do shit none of these niggas can do.
Hey, how many streams you think like getting jiggy with it got now that Will Smith out here thugging?
I know at least one he got because that nigga sent me a screenshot of it after he talking about he'd defend my bald head ass. Then I just got a fucking Gmail one attachment and then it was a screenshot of getting jiggy with it.
I was like the day it happened, like I was randomly in the back just cleaning up like, you want a ball with the kid? Watch your step, you might. I was just gonna do what I did. Mama, I was like, yeah, that's probably how he slapped.
But but and again, like I said, I feel like people pick and choose because a lot of the people that feel like Jada wasn't worth Will defending, even as his wife, are the same ones who've been calling Kim Kardashian a hoe for how long? Definitely over a decade. Niggas been calling her a hoe for the longest, but yet they don't feel like Ye was wrong for harassing the fuck out of her, trying to get her back.
Man.
And she told this nigga, like, bro, I'm done. I'm over here getting some new dick. Like, I want to be legally single. But they don't feel like that was wrong.
He's finally leaving that situation alone.
That situation messy, though.
It's not really messy, though.
Yo.
They are broken up.
I guarantee
they got
that
a
no matter
divorce.
how much of a hoe they feel like Kim Kardashian is, the same way how they look at Jada. Had that been Kanye that went up there and slapped a nigga just because
Oh,
it's
he be in
yay,
jail.
just because no, I'm talking about everybody else, like niggas on Facebook. Had Kanye went up there and slapped that nigga for disrespecting Kim, nobody would have been like, man, why Ye do that, man? She ain't even worth defending, yada yada. They'd have been on his dick just because it's Ye. It's because Will is the corny nigga.
I'm not agreeing with.
They put Will and Russell Wilson in the same box.
No, Russell Wilson definitely should have beat up Future.
Oh, I
Like,
think he has.
He
Niggas
definitely
just look
should
at-
have.
But Russell got
Will
more
is-
to lose in the future.
Will is the corny nigga, so the rules are changed. Because he's not the popular dude to the niggas that are bashing him for it.
I just think there was different ways to handle that.
But I said that already.
It's always been,
I already
but like you
said
it
that
was
there
the
was a
moment.
different way to handle it. And while I don't condone it, I don't feel like he should have done it. Like, that's not, I also can't tell people how to react to disrespect. I say that all the time.
Yeah, disrespect
You
is
don't
disrespect.
get to tell somebody how they react to disrespect. Everything has consequences. You disrespecting somebody has consequences, and how they react to that disrespect also has consequences. It's consequences all across the board. Either way, you can't tell a motherfucker once you shoot that first shot,
Right.
you have nothing to say over what comes next.
Disrespect is disrespect. And I feel like if you're going to handle shit a certain way, you got to be ready for, like you said, the consequences of your actions. Now, you didn't slap
Big
this
facts.
man. So technically, on live TV, you have fucking committed a crime. This is assault.
Yeah, that's why he had to
I
step
can
down from the
send
Isn't
academy.
that crazy that we older now? Like, we used to whoop niggas all the time, but now it's like, bro, that's really assault.
Right. Like, bro.
Why?
Assault.
It's a
It's
slap.
Did you say why?
Yeah, like I feel like if I didn't draw blood, knot you up, knock you unconscious, let that shit go, bro. Let me talk about no motherfucking assault
man,
just
you
because I
may-
slapped the slab out your mouth.
You may have gave a nigga a concussion.
Right.
You don't know how many concussions he got left
if
before
I
his
ain't
brain has an
slapped the slab
aneurysm.
out your mouth, ain't no bodily fluids, like no blood or nothing. Don't be coming at me talking about no
But
assault.
see,
Because then,
you,
because if I'm getting charged with assault, now I feel like I got to make the charge worth it.
but like you just said, we're getting older because you now, as a homeowner,
You got
I
shit.
sat in the house
is-
and watched you. Was like, I don't like them little motherfuckers across the street at the park. I call the cops. And I looked at you and was like, you would call the you used to beat up people, and now you won't call the cops.
Because
wanna
she
know
got
why?
shit to lose.
No, you want to know why? Because when I used to beat up people,
In front of people's houses.
when I used to beat up people, that's because people was just getting their asses whooped. That ain't the case no more. And I live in a corner house. So now this little nigga that just got knocked out by the slide, guess what he's gonna do when he get up?
You
He
right.
gonna start shooting.
Yeah, you
And when this
shooting.
nigga get to busting, whose windows is right there? So you goddamn right, I'm calling the cops. Because now at this point, that fight don't just affect them. Now I have to worry about the safety of me, my family, and my dog. My dog like to be on the couch in the window.
That dog nosy as fuck.
But she's a white dog. I mean, look at her coat.
Is it mad at this week?
No, bitch, she got a cut. My ain't fucking business.
Yo, ever since Mimi started doing OnlyFans, the Nunu been living a lot better.
Noodle a little bit. Okay.
I ain't gonna cap, bro.
Because dog,
It's the small things that
Like,
we not noticing.
we not
about
noticing
the
because we ain't been over there. Dog, I swear to God, no disrespect, baby. When we used to record at your crib, I used to feel bad for Nunu. Nunu hair be everywhere.
I'll be like,
Well,
bro,
and then
you're my homie away.
Like,
no, but it was hard. I know y'all ain't talking. Y'all used to keep y'all dog just locked up, barking at every fucking body.
Nunu would
we
come to,
definitely bad dog on it.
That Alcatraz ass dog.
Nunu would come in there with us like, hey man, can spare buck?
No, see, the problem
you
then
got
is
$1 for
nobody will cut Nunu right. Like, and Nunu is very like Nunu need like doggy weed. Okay, like she's a very anxious dog, and it wouldn't handle her right.
Here's some nip.
I took her in to get groomed. Like she was, and Nunu,
They
you
work
see
for
how
dog.
small she is. She drew blood. She bit the groomer and shit.
That's because Nunu got a Napoleon complex.
But it's
Dog, she swear to God, she thinks she a
yeah.
pig.
But now we go to a black owned dog groomer. Shout out to Beauty and All Paw Prince. Amazing. Patrice Hogan's.
Yeah, it was
fucking
like
amazing.
Patrice. That's my people.
Yeah.
Yo, that name is fire.
Yeah. But now we go to a black owned dog groomer, and they get her right every single time. So yeah, now she has a consistent grooming schedule. The only time I don't really get her cut like a lot is like in the winter,
because you need it to be warm.
You know,
I feel you. It was just funny though. We ain't seen
shit,
Nunu like that in a minute.
You know, it only covered the top half, like and she be out there like trying to pee and shit.
Buying your dog clothes is weird.
Because Nunu used to come in after a haircut.
Like we do, motherfucker.
It's just like 10 years ago. Or it's just like shit don't be a thing, but not be a thing.
Juice had clothes. Juice definitely.
It just be funny because when Nunu used to get a haircut
and shit, he had little Bill Cosby sweaters and shit.
Juice also ate bacon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Juice also ate fucking ribs. I don't know how Juice was still alive.
Bro, you can eat that stuff.
Shit, before Dad was gone, Nunu used to have rice and gravy and all kind of shit in her bowl. That's why now, like when her little dog child was in there and shit,
she take her a minute before she eat it.
We'll hear her like she's in there slapping on her bowl. Like she'll go to her bowl and she'll be like you will hear her slapping on her bowl, and it's like I always feel like this bitch cussing at me, like fuck is this weak ass food.
All right, when you lose,
and then she'll get like a piece of it, and then she'll go drop it in the hallway and shit for you to step on it later. I'm like, all right, bitch, starve then. Fuck you.
Man,
look, man, you took her. You took her from Qdoba's to McDonald's, man.
Why my man can't get no mashed potatoes?
Right.
You make rice all the fucking time in that Instapot. Hook my homie up.
Put a little bit of gravy on there.
My dad actually told me yesterday that rice is good for dogs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the majority of dog food has like rice and gravy stuff.
But that was the thing. A lot of black people don't. A lot of black people feed dogs table food.
Right.
I'm glad we stopped because I didn't realize it. But chicken bones are horrible for dogs.
Yeah.
Because poultry bones they split, they splinter,
and you can cut.
And they can puncture them on the inside. And as much as we used to always go around the corner to 76, what was we doing with the bones? We was giving them the Nunu. So I've stopped that since then. So like thick beef bones and steak bones and shit like that.
I'm surprised the motherfucking beauty of the group who's the fucking dog lover didn't hit you with that info.
You remember he wasn't with us when we was living that life though.
Yeah.
He be with us now.
Well, I've been stopped though.
Right. She stopped when we left, if you think about it.
Damn, that was our fault.
We was always eating on the weekend.
But in short, I'm tired of arguing with you niggas because y'all be the same niggas that be hiding your wives and girlfriends acting single online. So nobody even knows that you have a bitch to defend at home. So on that note, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Socially Awkward. Make sure you catch us on Tuesdays if you were unable to get the stream this Saturday. But we got to get out of here because if I don't get out of here before the 2-hour mark, then we won't be able to replay on Monday. So until next time, we got